Wolfgang, first on the next one. ITA is changing tax cap. Do you support the new amended tax, or amended cap?
Well, I would say yes, but you know, that's a question that has to become before the voters. And the way Donna Gilbert explained it, yeah, I think it's a better way than what we have right now, because like when we have questions by the union people, they wanted us to commit ourselves to spend every nickel, or let's say penny, up to the ceiling of the tax cap. So I said I spend as much money as is needed and no more and less. And the problem is if you spend less, like right now, the spending is a little bit below the tax cap. The next year, you can only go to that lower level. So in other words, you have less money to spend the following year. And so this is a big disadvantage we have presently with the tax cap, and I think Donna Gilbert's position compensates for that somewhat. So, and I guess I'll leave it to that.
Okay, Tammie.
Yes, I absolutely support it. I actually helped get signatures on it and helped explain it to people, and I'm really looking forward to getting it on the ballot next year.
Okay, Kelly?
No, I do not. Our tax cap, we can have pay new revenue by the CPI, new construction, and voter-approved services. New construction is about 5%. I think there's an increase in the budget for $50,000. We want and hope for continued growth in our community, and with that growth is going to be a cost to the services. And so I think that we need to keep that in our revenue in order to maintain the quality of community that we want.
Okay, Billie.
I too don't support the tax cap the way it's been proposed, the changes. We need to be concerned about economic development on the other side. As Kelly has so rightly put it, you know, we continue to grow, and so do the services and the number of people that get served and use the different services. Where we need to watch is where the costs are, and make sure that, you know, we get the value from every dollar that we spend. But it's a tax cap that is proposed to change it.
Okay, Wayne.
It's going to be brought up to the voters. The voters are going to be really deciding this. In my personal opinion, it seems that these caps are being thrown out there almost in a way to regulate spending. And I believe that what really needs to happen is we need to streamline the spending and ensure that what we're receiving from how we're spending that revenue is that there's no necessary reason to even have a cap.
Okay. All right, Tammie, first again, second time around.
Can't wait.
Why is Borough Resolution 2007-40 on climate change unconstitutional?
Thanks a lot. Honestly, I don't know whether it's unconstitutional. The only thing I had really against it is I thought it was something that the university could have done versus the borough. I think the borough, again, is stepping into something that they don't really have the knowledge to be able to do, and the university does. They already do a lot of studies. They have a lot of people, you know, employed up there who can do this. So I guess at this point, I just don't understand why the borough took this on, and I honestly don't know whether it's constitutional or not because I'm not an attorney.
Okay, Kelly Brown.
I would have to agree that I don't know that it is unconstitutional. It's my understanding that the resolution does support the university, but I do believe that climate change is something that we all need to be paying attention to. I mean, Alaska and the loss of the Arctic ice is on the front page of the papers. It's my understanding that we are losing ice the size of Kentucky on a daily basis this summer. So that is making a difference in our state and in this world.
Okay, Billie.
I too can't say that I know I've read enough that someone's researched that it's unconstitutional or not. But we certainly do have our university who is doing a lot of research on global. We're in the right place to do that. And certainly it is important to us because we are in the right place. Because we're in Alaska and, you know, we're near the polar cap and things that are happening with global warming is a concern to all of us, and being that it's right in our backyard is probably most important to Alaskans. We have the intelligence, the research arms at the university, so again, other than the borough being supportive of that type of thing, I don't know that we're in the place, as a borough government to be involved in that. We certainly have, our university to be able to recognize and work on that type of research.
Okay, Wayne.
I just want to make sure I have this right. I believe that as an international organization, or that this was committed to, and I do believe that no municipality at a state level or lower can engage in or agree to any treaty or any agreement at an international level. That is up for our federal government to do, not a state or a city or borough municipality to be making international treaties and agreements.
Okay, Wolfgang.
Well, my answer is going to be a little longer. First thing you have to understand that the resolution was introduced on 9/13, September 13 in the morning. And I only got wind of it because of the people that proposed it, or the candidate also is a candidate for the election, came on Channel 11 and said something about it's going to be warmer here and we're going to have a resolution to deal with it. Well, the problem is that global warming and so on has nothing to do with that resolution as it was passed. Let me read this here. The Fairbanks North Star Borough Assembly commits to participate in the Climate Resilient Community Program. And further down here, it says the Fairbanks North Star Borough Assembly requests the mayor to participate in the International Council for Local Environmental Initiative, Climate Resilient Community, and it's a program. Well, under the Constitution, United States Constitution, Article 1, Section 10, it states, no state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation. That's the United States Constitution. Now, we on a local level enter into agreement, or at least they say they should, the mayor should do it, that is an International Council for Local Environmental Initiatives. And then it says Climate Resilient Community. Resilient, you know what that means? You were talking about it, it upsets me. It means unbendable. Once they have that program in place, nobody could change it. And you're not responsible to the state government or to the federal government. No, you're responsible to the International Council. So you make a treaty on a local level with some international council, whoever that is. They might be down in Brussels or whatever. It's just one world government type thing. And it's totally unconstitutional. And I think they pulled a fast one over us because nobody could testify on it because they passed it on the same day they introduced the legislation. There were people that testified. They were all from the university. It was very coordinated. 6 people testified on that, and they rehearsed it. It was just perfect. But no public was there. You know what I mean? So this is very deceptive. And then I wrote a letter to the editor about that. They didn't print that thing yet. It should have been printed the moment I put it in on the 17th, because it was in regard to the article. Well, I took more time than I should have on this, but I think it helped to get this question out to the open. Thank you.
Okay,